Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Tell to Trevor. Today on my podcast I have
Kenny Kalypso, the Pineapple Lord, head honcho himself. How you doing?
doing alright, just wish I had some coffee.
you you need you some pineapple juice. Yeah.
Pineapple juice and coffee.
Nah, take the coffee out. Take the coffee out. Just get some pineapple juice.
Alright, what sparked your interest in the professional wrestling industry?
So, I love telling this story, by the way. When I was younger, I was I was watching TV. I was about probably like 8, maybe 10 years old. So watching
Yeah.
TV, and I was flipping through channels, and next thing you know, I see this guy in this trench coat and this hat coming down the aisle, and druids are holding the fire. I don't even know what those things are called. They're holding the fire thing close to uh close to his head. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, who is this guy? He looks so cool." It was the Undertaker.
Yeah.
Um, so the TV network special of WrestleMania 20 on television was what sparked my interest in following professional wrestling.
Okay. Um, who are the wrestlers you grew up watching?
Man, anybody from the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression era, uh, anybody,
Okay.
you name it. The top stars, the people in the mid card, the lower mid card, the jobbers. I watched
Yeah.
all of them. Brooklyn Brawler, La Resistance, Kenzu Suzuki, Paul London and Brian Kendrick. Eddie Guerrero is my favorite wrestler of all time. Randy Orton is my favorite wrestler alive. All of the SmackDown 6. I even uh, I even remember seeing Perry Saturn a few times before I did my research and looked him up myself.
Okay. Um, how'd you get let's we already answer that. No. How'd you get your start in the wrestling world?
So I think it was around 2016, maybe 2017. I was really big into independent wrestling.
Okay.
I found New Japan, Ring of Honor, and stuff. I know those are bigger companies, but
Yeah.
the ladies and gentlemen who worked at these companies also worked on the indies.
Yeah.
So it was cool seeing people like Jay Lethal, Adam Cole, the Young Bucks, Hangman Adam Page, and stuff like that. So while I was watching independent wrestling, I found wrestling here in Texas,
Okay.
and Booker T is the biggest name. He he's the biggest star out here, and
Yeah.
I went to his school first, and that's where I started my training. Met a lot of cool people, a lot of people that I saw on television while I was watching, and yeah, I got my start there, and I finished my training at this school called Texas All Star Wrestling,
Okay.
under Terry Calhoun, Scobie Gober, Jason Sullivan. Those were the three main trainers, and the guy who runs it, he's been running it since 1994. His name is Bob Murphy. Shout out to Bob Murphy.
What are your goal? What was your first match like?
Terrible.
That's what I've been hearing, and I'm like, do I really want to get in the ring if it's gonna be that terrible?
Well, you do, because not everybody's first match is terrible.
Yeah.
Uh, but my first match was
Yeah.
terrible. My first match was March 23rd, 2019,
Mm-hmm.
and it It was an event called the Humble Rumble. I think it was Humble Rumble 26, if I'm not mistaken. I got to go through my Instagram and look. But that was my first match. It was a student rumble. I was in
Okay.
there with all my friends that I be training with, and who are prominent stars in the Texas independent scene today.
Yeah.
And it things didn't go according to plan because you need that experience. You're not gonna know unless your coach teaches you extensively about this stuff before you have your first match. You're not gonna know about positioning. You're not gonna know about ring awareness.
Yeah.
How to hit certain moves when you're in front of the crowd, because it's easy to do it at practice,
Exactly.
but doing it in front of the crowd, the adrenaline's pumping. And you got the crowd behind you, whether you are a good guy or a bad guy. You know, doing it at practice is completely different than doing it in front of a crowd.
Yeah. What are your goals in the wrestling business for the future?
Oh, WWE, WWE Hall
Definitely.
of Famer. Um, uh, but uh, I've said this before. I'll say it again. I will go just about anywhere that will pay me a livable wage to live my dream of being a professional wrestler. Um, Brian Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan, wherever you want to call him,
Yeah.
uh he has the same mindset that I had uh coming into the business. And that's, I just want to wrestle. I do care about the money, but I really don't.
Yeah.
Uh, I want to wrestle for a living to pay the bills, but I will do it, and I have done it for free.
Yeah. Can you describe your wrestling persona or a character for the fans around the world?
Absolutely. So your boy is the roster man through and through. Whether I'm in the ring or not in the ring, you probably gonna catch your boy chilling somewhere with a pineapple close by. If I don't have the pineapple, you gonna see me with the pineapple glasses on. Um, yeah, man, I'm pretty much the coolest guy in the room. You feel me? Like I come to the ring with some of the coolest music that you've ever heard. Uh, I I'm dancing pretty much the whole way there. Catch this vibe. You've interviewed my tag team partner, Just Nick.
Yeah.
We are one of the best tag team. No, we are the best tag team in this state,
Okay.
and we go by Just Vibing. So yeah, we're just whenever you see Kenny, it's a vibe. We gonna be chilling. We gonna be having fun. We can start a party if you need to, but when the bell rings, I'm all business,
Yeah.
and it's clear to see. Don't mess with my brother. Don't mess with my pineapples. Don't mess with my family, and don't be a bully. Don't be a bully. That's you know plain and simple. Other than that, we can have us a cool, nice wrestling match. Other than that, I might have to tie my hair up real quick, and I might have to throw these. I have to show him something.
Can you share a memorable moment from your wrestling career so far?
Man, I got a lot because I have been wrestling almost 6 years. I've won 17 championships. Uh uh and I thank God for that. Because of I like it's all I ever wanted to do, man. Like I said, I would do this for free. And the fact that I oh turn it back that way. The fact that I've won 17 championships, the fact that I have been trusted by multiple different companies to carry the baton, so to speak, has been nothing short of a blessing. But it's nothing like your first, so I'm gonna go with uh the first time I became heavyweight champion in Texas was I won the PWF Premier Championship. PWF is Premier Wrestling Federation. It's multiple Premier Wrestling Federations, but I'm talking about the one in Texas. Uh, I won their Ascension Championship, which is a champion. It's pretty much like the X Division Championship in TNA.
Yeah.
You can hold it, you can defend it, but you have the right to exercise option C. Uh, you can cash that in for a world title opportunity. So that's what I did. I cashed in the Ascension Championship for an instant Premier Heavyweight Championship match, and I won. And eventually became a 2-time Premier Heavyweight Champion. Uh, I beat my own tag team partner, Jess Nick, for the Texas Contender Series Championship, which was really cool. He beat me 4 days later to get the belt back.
Pretty miscaused.
uh, uh, what else? I just won 2 more heavyweight championships, so I'm a 5. Is it 5? Yes, 5-time heavyweight champion. Out of the 17 championships, 5 of them are top championships. And I just won the Wrestle Rave Heavyweight Championship. Shout out to Wrestle Rave. Nick and Jack Irene, Ben Scheinberg, Killian Powers. How y'all doing? And I won the All Fury Pro Heavyweight Championship. Shout out to Jacob King, King Cobra, my brother Just Nick, for making all this happen.
Yeah. Let's. How can you describe the feeling of winning your first championship?
Validation. It is very validating. My first championship that I ever won. First championship that I ever won was called the HTX Lucha Libre Championship.
Okay.
The belt was ugly. But regardless of how it looked, it was still very validating to tell my friends, my family, fellow wrestlers that, hey, I said I was going to do it, and I did it.
Yeah. How do you handle the mental and emotional aspects of wrestling?
Ooh, great question. Great question. So wrestling for me is an escape from reality.
Okay.
So wrestling itself helps me mentally, emotionally, and also spiritually. Um, I don't have to worry about bills. I don't have to worry about my children, my car, or anything like that. I go to the ring and I do what God has put me on this earth to do, which is perform for the fans. And that that little pocket of time from the time I arrive to the venue all the way until really after my match or even after the show, I get that break that I really need from reality. But I'm a true fan, so I like to watch wrestling. Um, Sometimes playing wrestling video games or watching other people play wrestling video games. Um, Spending time with my children.
Yeah.
What else? Eating pineapples. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like what the big one, right?
Oh, you know what I'm saying? I gotta get the big one. I got to get the big one. My shout out to Mama Kalypso. She makes a nice pina colada drink. Um, She guts the pineapple, puts the pina colada drink in there, and make sure you tell her how strong you want it.
Strong enough not to remember the next day.
She will help you. She will help you.
See, guys, Trevor knows how to party. It's just depending what the drink is.
Oh,
Not the Pink Whitney bullcrap. Because I had a friend tell me, "Oh yeah, that's a great drink to start with your 21st birthday." Was a Pink Whitney?
no, no, no. My mom not gonna feel that with no juice. You know, that Pink Whitney, that's some high class juice.
Yeah, that juice that I'm never drinking again. Because
Yeah.
what made it worse was he's like, "Oh, try it," and then all you see is him walking in the next day with a full ass bottle of Pink Whitney, not the little ones, the big one.
The big one.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I wish I was 20. All right.
What's your drink of choice?
Oh, that's a great question. I've been currently addicted to the Mountain Dew watermelon flavored beer.
Never heard of it. I gotta go look
It's
for it.
last I remember, my folks went to Virginia or
Mm-hmm.
Tennessee to find it.
Okay. Yeah.
So for me, I have to drive like 4 to 6 hours just to go get that case of beer, and then 4 to 6 hours back.
As long as it's worth it,
I mean,
that's
it's
all I
worth.
can say.
Um. All right. So I'm guessing you listened to just Nick's episode.
Not fully. But when I when I saw the invitation to join the podcast, I did a little research and I was like, oh yeah, I do remember Nick doing this, and he was telling me about it. So yeah.
So I guess you know what time it is on the podcast.
Surprise me. What
It
what
is the
what you
Trev
got?
Shock segment.
Say it again.
The Trev Shock segment, if you remember.
Triv shot. I'm not familiar. You put me up on game. What we got going here?
All right. So it is those rapid fire questions.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got 50 seconds to answer 6 questions.
Oh, this is gonna be easy. This is gonna.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Favorite pre-show snack?
Beef jerky with an Arizona.
Okay. Pre-show jam.
Primo rice. Uh, Primo rice. 212s featuring currency.
Favorite wrestler growing up?
It's easy to say Eddie Guerrero, but I'm gonna go with Batista.
Favorite sports team?
Houston Texans.
Favorite color?
Orange.
Favorite type of music?
Hip hop.
So you beat it with 15 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Nick's was, but what are the biggest challenges of being a professional wrestler outside of the ring?
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't understand what you have to do outside of the ring to be successful in the ring.
Yeah.
You have to go to the gym
Yeah.
or work out somehow. The people who don't, they are where they are for a reason. They can take that however they want it. You have to eat a certain type of way to maximize your workouts. You have to eat before you go to the gym, and you have to eat after you go to the gym. Whatever you put in your body is going to show. A lot of us don't get a lot of sleep because we're balancing life with this, you
Yeah.
know. So we have to find a way to get proper sleep sometime during the week. So working out, food. Oh yeah. Um uh I've been doing this almost 6 years and I just got some merchandise.
Okay.
Being an entrepreneur is easy for some people and not easy for some people. And I'm one of those people it's not easy for. I can sell out an arena. I can sell out Houston Premier Arena. I can sell out this bar, this building and stuff like that cuz I've done it. But pulling up after spending $400, $500 extra money on shirts, that's
Yeah.
something that is very difficult for me to do. Um, Even taking that extra time and going to somewhere like Walgreens or Office Depot to get uh two by not two by fours. I'm thinking of Hacksaw Jim Duggan. To get 8x10s. Um that is also very difficult for me. Like I said, I have two
Yeah.
kids. Um and life is always lifing. So you gotta you gotta find a way to work to get the money, leave early enough, go over here, get the stuff together, and then go to the show. Not only remember the show, remember what you're doing for the show, remember your match and stuff like that, but you still have to also uh, put your money together for merchandise, for
Yeah.
gear, and enhancing your character and stuff like that. It's difficult, man.
Um, how do you feel about the business side of wrestling?
Uh, it's it has its pros and cons
Okay.
because you can make a legitimate business out of this. You can there's people who make six figures and they've never signed a WWE, AEW, New Japan, Pro Wrestling, Noah, TNA contract.
Yeah.
So it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
Uh However, it's very difficult because like I said, that goes back to being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
But then there's people within the wrestling.
Cool. You're on mute. You're on mute. Oh. Um, how about now? No. The- All right, guys, bear with us. We're having some technical difficulties, but shout out to the sponsors of Apple City Championship Wrestling, TBD Wrestling, and Wrestling Evolution. As we wait for Nick, I'm gonna let you guys a reminder know we have a t-shirt contest going away. Is he there?
Yeah, just Nick called me.
There we go.
My good old tag team partner called me and messed up the interview.
Who, Nick?
Yep.
I might just have to shoot that guy a message. You like, man.
Messing up stuff,
All right.
Nick.
Yeah. No sabotaging, you know? All right. Back to what you were saying.
what was the question again? It was what was
How do you
it?
feel about the business side of wrestling?
The business side of wrestling. Yes. So, it's like I was saying, it has its pros and cons. It's
Yeah.
it's cool on one end because you can make a living for yourself without signing any contract, but it's also very, what's the word? It's also very corrupt
Yeah.
because there's a lot of people who take themselves way too seriously.
Yeah.
You know, yes, protect your character, protect your brand. However, don't mix protecting your brand with doing what's best for business. Because sometimes you need to do what the people who are paying you say to do. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't like the direction of what they're telling you to do, you can always go talk to them and say, I don't think my character would do this, or can we talk about doing this or something like that. But people get too big headed to do
Mm-hmm.
business.
Yeah. Um, and then how do you feel about promotion shaping the storylines?
Give me a second. You said come on. There we go. You said how do I feel about promotion shaping storylines?
Yes.
Uh elaborate a little bit.
Um, like how you see on the indies promotions how they have the storylines, or on the big cards of
Mhm.
AEW, WWE, TNA, NWA.
Mhm. How they shape the storylines going forward.
Yeah.
So overall, I think the storylines have gotten a lot better, especially with WWE ever since Triple H has took charge.
Yeah.
Um, WWE is the biggest show in town, so whatever WWE does, it's a big chunk of the wrestling industry. However, TNA has been booking consistently for a few years now. AEW not so much.
Yeah.
NWA is all over the place, in my personal opinion. Um, New Japan has been having great booking over the years. They just reached a rough patch over the last few years with all their biggest stars leaving for WWE, uh, mainly WWE. But yeah, for the most part, it's been pretty good, pretty consistent.
And then how do you, if you could wrestle any legendary wrestler, who would you choose and why?
Alive or dead?
Either one.
Absolutely Eddie Guerrero. He,
Eddie.
yeah. One, he's my favorite wrestler of all time. Two, he's one of the greatest wrestlers of all time.
Yeah.
His intensity, his mat work, and also his swag, his the flash that he brought to the ring before he got into the ring
Yeah.
is pretty much unmatched. You know, a lot of people aren't able to capture the attention of the audience before you get into the ring. And that's why I will always love Eddie Guerrero. And I know this is kind of long-winded. I know some of my answers have been long-winded, but if you watch WWE today,
Yeah.
like if you end up watching SmackDown tonight, right, you're gonna
Yeah.
see a lot of guys just walk out. You know, they just walk out like normal. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we here? Are we not here to put on a show?
Yeah.
Are we not here to entertain these people? And you're just gonna walk out like, yeah, I'm him. Why are you him? You know,
Nobody knows.
nobody knows. And thank God for my trainers, Jason Sullivan, Terry Calhoun. Shout out to JJ Blake as well. Um, you're never supposed to assume that you're over, no matter what room you walk in.
Yeah.
You know, so if I walk into WWE
Yeah.
and as Kenny Calypso, as myself, you will not see me walk through those curtains. You will not see me walk on stage just regular old walking like I'm walking to the store. What are we doing? Like I will keep asking that. What are we doing? If you watch Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
Seth Rollins' entrance, he never just walks out. Roman Reigns, he just walks out because he is the fucking man. Sorry, because he is the man.
Yeah.
Like we all saw it. We all saw what you did to Brock. We all saw what you did to Cody. We all saw what you did on that 1,300-day reign as champion. We all saw it. Yes, you're the man. You main evented WrestleMania like 8 times, fam. Yes, you have the ability to just walk out there. You know, but even Brock, you know, he doesn't just walk out. He walks out. He does his little jig. Ah, and then the fireworks hit. Uh
Yeah.
yeah, basically a lot of guys just walk out. Do you remember Sheamus's uh old entrance where it would go black and then the spotlight would be on him and he'll just be sitting there with doing his pose with the spotlight on him?
That was back. It was him and
The bar.
Cesaro as a team, right? Yeah.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Like,
I hate that team. I'm sorry to say that, but yeah.
oh man. Oh man. They were great.
I was a guy that loved Sheamus as a face more than a heel. So
Really?
yes.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
how so?
It is just because you get this Irish guy, and back then you never saw a lot of Irish people in the WWE.
Correct.
But he brought the necklace, and he brought a lot of character work to it. And I'm a guy
Mm-hmm.
that if a certain wrestler has a good character, but also can do amazing gear, like for example Johnny Gargano, I'm a guy that loves wrestling gear. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm to the point where I tell like my best friend, I want to collect gear, but it has to be like certain wrestlers. Like if Johnny Gargano, for example, I would buy it, frame it up, put it in the studio.
I like that.
Like over here, we
Mm-hmm.
have a NASCAR window from one of my friends.
Wow, that right there in the back, going that way is
Yeah,
that way on?
shiny.
Yeah,
There we go.
yeah.
And then we got his brother's NASCAR helmet on the bookcase, so signed by him too.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's really cool.
I'm a guy
Uh,
that supports his
so
friends
say it
collecting
again.
their stuff. But I'm the guy that would collect his friends' stuff, their
Oh,
merchandise, and then get it signed by them.
oh, absolutely. You could be sitting on money if you ever do decide to sell it. You could be sitting on some good
Yeah,
money off
like
of
I
your
have
friends.
my best. I call him my best friend, but we've known each other since I was 14. We literally look like twins.
Mm-hmm.
The definition of twins is a foot taller than me, has a goatee and long hair. Let's see if I can find this picture of this dude. Because we have taken photos with each other since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. When I mean we look like twins.
Yeah.
And there's a photo of his grandfather, and I look like his grandfather too, and everything.
And y'all just
So
friends.
something happened in the family that no one's mentioning.
Right, right. We
Uh,
gonna have to get to the bottom of this.
yeah. All right. If you could attend a wrestling seminar session with any wrestler, who would you pick?
That's a great question because I've done quite a few seminars. Um and I've been blessed enough to have some seminars with some cool people that I used to watch on TV or do watch on TV. But easy answer, um Eddie Guerrero or Randy Orton. If they were
Okay.
to hold if they were to hold a seminar, I know it would cost an arm and a leg. It would probably be like $300 to get in. But hey, I'm gonna have to find a way to get my hands on that because they're gonna be dropping some priceless information.
Yeah. If you could have a wrestling legend as your mentor, who would you choose?
Let me try to think of one that's not Eddie Guerrero or Randy Orton. uh, Kofi Kingston.
Kofi?
Kofi
Now,
Kingston.
which Kofi are we talking? New Day Kofi, or are we talking the Jamaican? Or what someone said, Jafakin?
Jafakin. Oh man. Hilarious. No, I would choose New Day Kofi Kingston, WWE champion, Kofi Kingston.
Okay,
Yeah.
can't go wrong with that one.
What a great match that was that he had against Daniel Bryan.
I remember sitting at the bar with not at a bar at a watch party with one of my friends
Mm-hmm.
that has been watching Kofi since he debuted in the
Yep.
WWE,
Yep.
and to see that man tear up because of that, and I was like, oh,
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of people cried that day, including me. I definitely cried when Kofi uh won the WWE championship. And when he had I think it was about a 200 something day reign as WWE champion, I was like, yes. Yes. No Zack Ryder right here. They're not going to take the belt off him the next night. I was so scared.
I was too, because I was like, man, they better not get rid of this dude. Don't know what to tell y'all. If you do, if you get rid of that title right off of him like that,
Yeah. They waited to the end to just stab us in the heart. Like, hey, you're gonna lose in 3 seconds against Brock Lesnar. Wow.
Yep.
Wow. But I do have a question for you. When you was talking about gear and you was talking about Johnny Gargano's gear, were you a fan
Yes.
of were you a fan of NXT Takeover Johnny Gargano?
Yes. That's originally how I started watching Johnny Gargano was on NXT when he debuted
Okay.
back when it was the 205 Classic.
The Cruiserweight Classic, yeah. So you
Yeah.
saw that match, him Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa at the Cruiserweight Classic, right?
Yes.
What a match. I It was like watching Grand Theft Auto, but with just two guys beating each other. Like, it was
Right.
absolutely insane. And I did not know that they got signed. So
Yeah.
when they started showing up on NXT, it was absolutely amazing. Uh DIY, them winning the NXT Tag Team Championships, uh uh them losing the belts, uh Tommaso Ciampa going on to be one of the greatest NXT champions of all time, with one of
Right.
the greatest rivalries of all time with him and Johnny Gargano. It was great.
See, for me, we have this TV in the studio that's on the desk that I currently record on,
Mm-hmm.
and always when we are, always when I'm recording, I always have wrestling on it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you noticed, I've been like pairing this way a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like the last person to watch it, they just left OMG moments
Yeah.
on indie wrestling, and I'm like, that really questions my decision. The first one I saw was a guy going through barbed wire and glass.
Ooh. Dang. You into deathmatch wrestling?
I am not, but always down to go watching it.
Understandable. Uh, one of my good friends is one of the best deathmatch wrestlers in the United States. His name is Dmitry Alexandrov. He's uh
Okay.
he's really really awesome. He just did a tour of Australia, and I think he left again. I don't know where he's at right now. I want to say he's in Chicago or something right now, but he's he's living the dream. Um,
Yeah.
but the main reason why I asked you about Johnny Gargano and stuff like that, like his gear during for every
Yeah.
takeover was amazing.
The one that I've been trying to eyeball is that if you remember, he did the Iron Man one.
Yes, yes,
I don't know where that gear is
he has it somewhere in his
because
closet.
I probably
Candice LeRae guarding
that's
it.
absolutely probably is. But I did some research. If you notice, Johnny switched up his hairstyle recently.
I didn't pay attention. Um,
So that is his NXT debut hairstyle he went with.
hmm.
And I'm like looking, I was like, I remember rocking that hairstyle.
Yeah, I have to go look at that
Let's do
because I didn't pay attention that well. That's on
the
Instagram.
current. He has, yeah,
Send it to me on Instagram.
Johnny. All right, I love how we were just talking about Johnny Gargano, and then my TV decides to pull up the WWE Worlds Collides pay-per-view.
So, was
This
he
TV's
North
smart.
American champion?
I think it was before he was North American.
Because
It was, let's see, that's
he had 2 or 3 reigns with the North American Championship, and he was a really, really good North American champion.
yeah. Oh, okay. This is the only thing I've seen so far is the there's Adam Cole in it, Dijak, but let's go back to Velveteen Dream. That character sold me for a person. I will say that.
Oh, he's I feel really bad for him and the people that he hurt,
Yeah.
because man, he was a star. He had star written all over him. In my personal opinion, he's the greatest NXT North American champion of all time.
Yeah.
That man, Velveteen Dream. It hurts.
Yes. Trying to look up that Johnny Gargano haircut from his debut currently. But what is your opinion on the wrestling crossover events with other sports or entertainment industries?
With Vince, you said?
Okay, we just lost Nick. Kenny. So guys, we have a t-shirt contest going on. So all you guys gotta do is go to the link tree on the profiles and fill that all out. There's one for the wrestlers and one for the fans. You guys are wondering what that purple light is on every episode. There we go. We got Kenny back.
Hello?
We good?
Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm good.
No, I hear you.
Cool. Oh, cool. You got the thumbs up thing. Let me see if it works for me.
I
Nah,
don't know how
it
that
ain't.
works, but let's see.
Ah!
I'm still learning about this app. I think you got to put up.
Let's see. Let me balance this phone. Because I got the little headphones in. No Bluetooth. Nah, it ain't
Why is
working
it
for
not
me.
working for you? Let's. Oh, now it works for me. But my question was before disconnected was what's your opinion on the wrestling crossover events with other sports or entertainment industries?
You said with Vince?
With sports or entertainment industries.
So okay, repeat the question one more time, because I thought I heard you say something about Vince.
Yeah. I'll leave that toxic name out of my show. They can talk about it, but I ain't saying anything. What's your opinion on the wrestling crossover events with other sports or entertainment industries?
I love it because the general consensus with a lot of people that I've come across over the years, including still today, is, oh, wrestling, oh, ain't that stuff fake, bro? Like, ain't nobody watching that. I hate it so much. They're so quick to
Like how
judge. They're
that's
so
like
quick.
the Travis Scott punch that he did.
Yeah, where
Well,
you messed up Cody's eardrum, stuff like that. Man, come on, like
yeah,
um, they are so quick to judge and not really give it a chance, but you will catch them enjoying professional wrestling when it's really good, and also their favorite professional wrestlers of all time. It was like it was real when he was in there. Like, dog, it's real because how do you explain these injuries that your favorite wrestler or some of your favorite wrestlers have endured? It
yeah.
if they're injured to the point where they need to take 6 months to a year off, how is it fake? It doesn't make any
Yeah.
sense.
What advice would you give to an aspiring wrestler?
Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, and do it. Follow directions, but do it your way. There's a way for you to carve your own
Yeah,
path, no matter what level you are on. Um, Listen to the people who are above you. Listen to the people who have been places and stuff. Not everybody's going to give you great advice, but you still need to listen. Um, Listen to the advice. If it's good advice, take it with you. If it's bad advice, listen. And then when you get home or when you get to your car, then you can talk all the shit that you want. Yeah, and like, he don't know what he
yeah,
talking about. Yeah, that type of stuff. But listen to your coaches, listen to your elders, listen to the people who have done it and are doing it. Listen. That will take
yeah.
you very, very far in this business.
Can you talk about a significant feud you had and how it helped you grow as a wrestler?
Significant.
Feud and how it helped you grow as a wrestler?
Okay, so the first one that comes to mind is this wrestler who just came back to the business. His name is Matt Locke. Uh, Matt Locke ended up becoming. He's always been a good wrestler, but he ended up um, doing deathmatch wrestling before his first retirement from the business. But Matt Locke was at the same wrestling school that I was at. It was live action wrestling. Um, and
Yeah,
one of our trainers, Jason Sullivan, he was running the school at the time. Live action wrestling ended up turning into trap house wrestling. So it's still around. But at the time it was live action wrestling, and Matt Locke was there, and he has an MMA background, and he he just knew how to make himself look good, and he knew how to make others look good. Um, I wrestled him 2 or 3 times across multiple promotions, and uh, it made me feel that much more confident in the ring, and
yeah,
that is what I can say about some of my other feuds. Like some of my other feuds, I uh, I gained confidence after feuding with these particular people. Like there's a wrestler named Chris Lyons, the Wood Chipper,
oh,
one of the one of the best wrestlers that I've ever laid eyes on. And he gets his recognition, but I still think he's underrated. But
yeah,
this man whooped my ass for like 6 months. And every time he whooped my ass, I get just that much more popular. I don't understand it.
yeah.
But yeah, he beat me up in live action wrestling and UPW back in like 2021, 2022. And since I consider him one of the best wrestlers alive, um, him telling me that I did good was very validating.
What was it like working with a particular wrestler that you really clicked with in the ring?
Particular wrestler that it clicked with in the ring. So I'm a this has a little bit of recency bias in it, but there's this wrestler named King Cobra, or he has a bunch of different names. He has King Cobra, King Cobra Exotic, um, Elijah Galindo, whatever you want to call him. I wrestled King Cobra for the All Fury Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship, and it was really good. We've never wrestled before, and
Okay.
we called a pretty good match with some storytelling in it. That's the way I like to wrestle. I don't, it has to be meaning behind the moves.
Yeah.
And there were very, very, very few hiccups in that match. Very few things I would ever change
Okay.
about that match. It ended up being very special, especially for someone that looked up to me in one way, shape, or form. And for me to get up and get in the ring with that person who has been wanting to wrestle me, who's been following my career, to get in the ring and have a really good match with them, and to be just as I was advertised, it was very validating, rewarding, and very fun.
All right. So, what brings you joy outside of the wrestling world?
Cannabis, my children, um, watching wrestling, but if I have to take that out, watching YouTube and video games, and my faith in God, uh,
Video games? Okay.
and and family as well. They just keep popping up. Also, my collections. I have a couple of collections, but my most prized collection is my vinyl collection. I have a collection of about 12 vinyls. Most of them are modern, and they bring me a whole lot of joy.
It sounds like my collection outbeats yours in records.
Hey,
I
you
have
you probably got
roughly 3 or 4 totes.
say it again.
I said it sounds like mine outbeats yours because I got like 3 or 4 totes of records
Oh yeah,
from
yeah.
back when my grandma was a kid.
Ah, yeah. Your collection is definitely trumping mines.
Um, and then where? Oh wait, here we go. What is your favorite gear that you have ever had made?
Favorite gear is the most recent one that I ended up wearing for Wrestle Rave. I have to send you a picture. Wait, can I do it in the chat? Let's see if I can do it in the chat. I
Um,
can not.
you
So I
might.
have to send it to you on Instagram, but there's this wrestler slash gear
Okay.
maker. His name is Marvelous Mac. Um, I wrestle in the same
Okay.
company as him with Texas Contender Series, and he makes great gear. He made me some gear that says Pineapple Power on it, and I absolutely
Okay.
love it. And I've gotten a whole lot of feedback, good feedback from that.
And then where can they find you on social media?
Oh yeah, you can find the Pineapple Lord all over social media. You can find me on Facebook, search up Kenny Kalypso, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it. I still call it Twitter. Kenny Kalypso. Uh, Instagram, that's my favorite, Kenny Kalypso, and TikTok. I get on there every now and then. It's Kenny Kalypso. Look up Kenny Kalypso. Make sure you spell it with 2 K's. I'm sure my name is up on here. KENNYKALYPSO. Look for the Pineapple Lord. Look for the big smile. Look for these pineapple glasses. And look for a bunch of clips of me looking real cool with my brother Just Nick as Just Vibing, or me kicking somebody either in the head, in the back of the head, or hitting someone with one of the best roaring elbows in Texas.
All right, and then thank you, Kenny, for being on the podcast today.
Thank you for having me. It was
And
real fun, regardless of the technical difficulties.
we made it work because every time you had to leave for something, I always just started playing some stuff.
Yeah, I was just switching apps, trying to find a video or a picture, and it was just like, nah, we don't do that here. We don't like
Yeah,
that. You gonna stay right here. And like, oh, okay.
it's powered through Spotify, so they own the app. I would say. I want to say,
Gotcha.
um, like when I go to upload my episodes, they'll give me recommendations of apps, and this is
Hmm.
like one of the big ones because you can take the background noise out. You can make it just audio. You can make it just video. You can equalize the volume on both ends.
Hmm. I like that. You make me
Yeah.
want to start a
Or
podcast.
if you want to do, look, I'm already in like 3 now and about to add 4. So
Wow. Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
this one. We got a baseball talk show that I'm trying to find a co-host for.
Okay.
So if anybody in the world wants to join, I need a co-host. Um, we have one with my brother called Hockey in the Mornings,
Hmm.
and then the new one that's about to start soon is with a couple of my friends talking about God and everything.
Yeah.
So I just woke up one day and I was like, let me text these dudes and see what they say. So
Yeah.
that's how that one got started. But guys, just a friendly reminder, we have a t-shirt contest going on right now. Make sure you guys enter in the contest to win a free t-shirt. We got 5 designs made by a professional company other than myself. But you enter it in with your name, your Instagram shirt size, and t-shirt design you want, and the winner gets randomly picked. There's one for the wrestlers and one for the fans.
Yeah.
So 2 winners.
Yeah.
See if I can get the thumbs up to work real quick before I sign off.
Yeah. You go get
Is it gonna work? Yeah, there.
it.
Oh, I just got the 1 thumbs up. Not
I
the
was waiting for the
fireworks.
fireworks.
Right. Okay. One more. There we go.
Oh.
Great way to end it.
Yes.
I guess that's gonna be my little new picture thing I do for everything. It just thumbs up.
Oh.
All right. Thank you, Anthony, for being on the podcast today.
Thank you, Trevor, for having me.
Um,
Anytime in the future that you need me, just give me a call. I'm gonna make sure I get the time zones right this time.
well, see, it's more weird for me because Alex said podcast bookings around the world now, like in the UK, Australia, and Canada, and like now I'm learning about all these time zone differences.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go to the UK and you say Eastern time, there's an Eastern time in the UK.
I did not know that.
So I'll text my people, like, I'll text them like, "Hey, let's schedule something in the Eastern time zone." They're like, "Okay," and we're just straight up just. They'll text me at 4 in the morning. Hey, we get to record, and I'm like, "What? It's 4 in the morning." I'm at 4 in the morning. Your time. Some of us work shoot jobs.
Right. Right.
All right,
Can't be
I
recording at
gotta
4 in the
hop onto my
morning.
next one. Oh, especially before my coffee.
Man, yeah.
My coffee
Nah.
with blueberry.
Blueberry what?
All right, I will see you down. Pineapple. Okay,
No.
we got
You
pineapple downstairs.
you drink your coffee with blueberry what?
It's blueberry syrup in the coffee. It's. I work at a coffee shop, so
That
free
sounds
coffee's free
great.
coffee.
Yes. Yes. But yeah, man, go
And
handle
then
your
I finish the
business.
day with a mango. Yeah, and then I finish the day off with a mango pineapple refresher.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Straight
Yes.
into a slush.
Yes.
I think I just gave away. There's only one coffee shop that makes it around the world.
Yep. Yep. Somebody gonna pull up on you.
But I mean, I've already had fans show up at my job.
Wow. Yes.
They're like, "Can we get a photo?" And I'll just be making food for the customers, and I'm like, there's an urgency of like I want to do this, but there's also that urgency of you can wait until I'm off of work.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm there at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's that urgency. You can wait until I'm done with work.
Right.
Or show up when we're not busy,
Yeah.
which is kind of hard to do. Alrighty, I'm gonna hop onto my next one. So I do know I'm making a little tour coming up in the summertime to go to different states to watch wrestling shows.
Okay.
So if you want me to go to one of yours, hit me up whenever you get that schedule.
Oh yeah.
Trying to
Absolutely.
make it the best tour, and there's gonna be video footages and everything. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you need to come see me and just
we
Nick.
might just see the next podcast in
Mm-hmm.
person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Because the in-person ones are the interviews. Like there's two separate ones for in-person and not in-person.
Yes. I love it.
Because in-person you can be in character the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're a heel and you're just a rude person, you can be a rude person on the show.
Okay. Yeah.
Like we have one guy that I'm going to be trying to get on my show. His name is JP Lehman.
Okay.
He's a multimillionaire CEO of a company in the Carolinas. So he's going to show up in a limo, and we're going to do his episode in the limo.
Man, yeah. That's gonna be hard.
I was like, "What? That's the way to go out with a bang there."
Right.
All right, I'm going to go hop on my next one real quick,
All right.
but I'll hit you up when it's about to go up.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem. All right.